Today, 1 in 9 U.S. bridges, more than 66,000, is listed as structurally deficient. Everything from the smallest creek crossing to busy landmarks like the Brooklyn Bridge. That's according to a recent report by the nonpartisan group Transportation for America. And here is another remarkable fact. Almost everyone agrees our bridges are in a state of crisis, but over the years, elected officials have done little to address the problem. Every 4 years, the American Society of Civil Engineers issues a report grading the nation's infrastructure. Not much has changed since the last one.
In 2009, they gave the country's infrastructure a D, but this year, we've rocketed all the way up to D+.
The embarrassing mark didn't go unnoticed by Comedy Central's satirist-in-chief, Stephen Colbert.
We should hang this report card somewhere high where everyone can see it, but not a bridge. It may not be able to handle the load.
But Herman says it's nothing to laugh about. The money to fix bridges simply is not there. A big chunk of the $787 billion federal stimulus package was supposed to go towards infrastructure improvements. But in the end, the bulk of the money went to tax cuts and incentives, health care, unemployment benefits, and education. And that left only about 12% of the package for infrastructure, and only a fraction of that to our nation's bridges. Funding comes primarily from a tax paid by drivers on each gallon of gasoline purchased at the pump. But the federal gasoline tax has remained flat at 18.4 cents per gallon since 1992. But the popularity of more fuel-efficient cars means fewer gas tax revenues coming in.
Well, what about the argument that goes along these lines? Well, of course, we haven't done quite as well in recent years. We've been through a recession bordering on a depression. The economy hasn't been everything it should be. We've been a nation at war. So this is just a blip on the screen, if you will. It's something temporary. We'll get to it later. It'll be okay.
If your roof is leaking, if you fix a couple of shingles, you can make it last longer. If you ignore it, you may have to replace the entire roof. And we're seeing that with some of our structures. We're just putting Band-Aids on, or we're ignoring it, and we're not maintaining them, and it's going to cost us more in the long run to repair them or replace them.